Good morning, everybody. My name is Reverend Joseph. Thank you for joining us for Sunday service on this day of March 2nd, 2025. We're going to start off the service with some chanting. This will only be for a few minutes. We do the chanting because it helps bring us into one body, one mind, and one spirit. Following the chanting, we'll have a time of silence to bring us into unity consciousness. Then we'll have announcements, a discourse on how to free yourself from guilt and shame. And at the end of the service, we'll have a deep level rainbow bridge meditation. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. I am light in energy, emanating in eternity. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. I am light in energy, emanating in eternity. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. I am one with the Father, I am one with the Son, I am one with the Spirit, I am one with the One. I am one with the Father, I am one with the Son, I am one with the Spirit, I am one with the One. I am one with the Father, I am one with the Son, I am one with the Spirit, I am one with the One. I am one with the Father, I am one with the Son, I am one with the Spirit, I am one with the One. I am one with the Father, I am one with the Son, I am one with the Spirit, I am one with the One. Om Mani Padme Hum, diamond in the lotus of light and dark, individuality. Om Mani Padme Hum, diamond in the lotus of light and dark, individuality. Here and now, The Spirit fills my soul. Here and now, the Spirit fills my soul. God will light my way. In darkness will I see. Here and now, the Spirit fills my soul. An angel takes my hand to set my spirit free. An angel takes my hand to set my spirit free. Here and now, the Spirit fills my soul. Here and now, the Spirit fills my soul. God will light my way. In darkness will I see. Here and now, the Spirit fills my soul. I am, 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 I am. Spiritus Christus. Spiritus Christus, Om Sanctia. Now take a moment to center yourself in silence, to still the mind, calm the emotions, and bring us into unity consciousness. Thank you, and give me 1 second while I adjust the camera. Thank you for joining us for Sunday service this morning. We have several announcements. One of them actually has to do with Sunday service. We have made a few changes to the format of the service. We're going to keep the chanting a little bit briefer. We're going to have the silent prayer instead of a verbal prayer work. And also, and perhaps most importantly, we're going to be holding our Sunday services going forward 1 time per month. So the next Sunday service will actually be on April 6, 2025. So please mark your calendar. Again, no Sunday services between now and Sunday, April 6, 2025. Because we were going to have fewer Sunday services during the course of the year, we're going to increase the number of classes that we offer. We're going to attempt to have classes at least one time per month. And in fact, our next class will be on Sunday, March 9. We're going to be sending out an announcement about this class, hopefully today, latest by tomorrow. But again, it will be on Sunday, March 9. There is some information about that class already on our website. And the subject of that class will be Guidance from Our Soul, and it will be taught by Reverend Tara. I believe the class will start at, it's either 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Pacific time, again on March 9. In addition to that class, we have already scheduled classes for May. Those will be on May 23rd, which is a Friday, and May 24, which is a Saturday. Those classes will be 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Again, Friday, May 23 and Saturday, May 24. We're having our spiritual retreat in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, and that will be from July 9 through July 13 of this year. The retreat will be offered both in person and virtually. We have more information about it on our website if you are interested in attending. I do want to make a note that for those of you who want to attend this year's spiritual retreat, if you did not attend last year's, then you just need to participate as a prerequisite the classes that we're offering on May 23rd and May 24th. And I should also mention that the class on March 9 and the classes on May 23rd and May 24 will be offered virtually. So if you are interested in any of those, please let us know and we can send you the Zoom link. That's it for the announcements. Hopefully all of that was clear. Today's discourse will be on how to free yourself from guilt and shame. Everybody, I think I can fairly say, has at some point during their lifetimes felt guilty or felt shame. This is a part of the human experience. However, it is something that we can overcome and free ourselves from. And there are steps that we can take to do that. Before we get into the details of those steps, however, I think it might be helpful or instructive to go over what guilt is and what shame is, because this will give us a better understanding of how we can free ourselves from those things in our lives. So guilt has to do with feeling bad about a particular thought, about a particular word, about a particular action. And again, this has happened to every single one of us. I dare say there is no person that has ever lived that has not at some point felt guilty about something they have said, something they have thought, something they have done. Shame is a bit more insidious than guilt. And guilt can often transition into shame. Shame has to do with a feeling or a sense or an emotion of self-worth. With shame, it's not that I feel bad for having done something. It's more than that. It is I am bad. It is a low self-worth, a feeling of less than. So there is this distinction between feeling guilty. Many of us can feel guilty. We think we're a good person. We just know that we did something wrong, and so we feel guilty about it. But we don't have this overriding sense of I am in my entirety a bad person. Shame, on the other hand, is this sense that you are a bad person. So with those definitions in mind, it is also important to realize that guilt and shame are products of living in a world of illusion, Maya, and glamour. Feeling guilt and feeling shame is separation from the knowledge that we are divine, separation from our true selves. Guilt and shame are a tool of the dark forces to keep us embedded in this world of illusion, Maya, and glamour, instead of realizing our true potential, our divinity, instead of allowing us to walk up the mountain to enlightenment. The temptations that we see in this world of illusion, Maya, and glamour, of fame, sex, money, power, they are constantly around us. We are bombarded with messages about them on television, on the news, in society in general. And so it is very difficult to separate ourselves from sex, money, power, fame. There is a saying which I think is attributed to the Buddha, and maybe more of a story than a saying, but the analogy here is that this world of illusion, of Maya and glamour, where we have all of this temptation of sex, money, power, and fame, what it is like is the bait on the end of a hook. This enticing bait that many people see, and they think to themselves, if I can only get that enticing bait, if I can only have that fame, that fortune, that power, that will free me from my unhappiness. But what happens in the true reality is we see this enticing bait in front of us on the hook, and we go to grab it. And if we're like a fish and we're grabbing the bait on the hook, what happens? The hook pierces through our mouth, pierces through our gums, pierces through our jaw, and we feel guilt and shame for having taken the bait. We feel this immediate, acute sense of suffering. And instead of being happy, we have created for ourselves the reverse. And worse than that, we are now stuck on this hook. Stuck on this hook of Maya, glamour, and illusion. And the cycle repeats itself over and over again. If only I had that fame, if only I had that money, then I would be happy. And we bite down on the bait, and the hook goes through once again. Guilt and shame, as I've been saying, are products of this world of Maya, glamour, and illusion. And they are tools of the dark forces to keep us from the realization and acceptance that we are divine, that we are the one, that we are co-creators, that we can have everything that we want in our lives, that we are unlimited potential. One of the issues that we have living in this world of Maya, glamour, and illusion is an unfortunate circumstance of moving from guilt into shame, moving from I feel bad about something I have said, something I have thought, something I have done, into I am bad. This, of course, is exactly what the dark forces want us to do. This is the direction that they're pushing us all in, into this lack of self-worth, into this feeling that I am bad, which at that point becomes a complete separation from the true reality, a complete separation from the recognition and knowledge that we are innocent, that we are truth, that we are love, that we are joy, that we are co-creators. And if the dark forces are successful in convincing more and more people that they are bad, because you are a co-creator, because you are the one, because you are interconnected with all humans, with everything that has ever existed, now exists, and will exist. This sense of lack of self-worth infuses everything that you come into contact with. Because the reality is that you are the power, that you are the truth. And if your truth is that I am bad, this affects how you think, it affects what you say, and affects all of creation, which is and always has been a part of you. So what steps can we take? What can we do to free ourselves from guilt and shame, to bring us back to the true reality of who and what we are? Co-creators with God. The first step is to acknowledge what we have done, what we have said, what we have thought. To acknowledge it and face it head on. Not push it away, not try to forget about it. Look at it head on and analyze it. It's only through an acknowledgement of what we have done that we can move on from it, that we can grow. Everybody, I don't care who that person is, has made mistakes. Everybody has felt guilty. Everybody has felt shame. This does not mean that we are bad people. It simply means that there is room for improvement. There is room for progress. There is room to take steps up the mountain to enlightenment. And again, we can only do that by analyzing those things, that conduct that has made us feel guilty or has made us feel shame. Only through understanding can we grow, understanding of the source of the conduct. What was the intent behind what we thought, what we said, what we did? Was the intent to harm? Was the intent to cause separation? Or was the harm simply an unfortunate, unknown byproduct of what we said, thought, and did? Was the conduct, whether it was a thought, a word, or a deed, due to a lack of understanding? A lack of understanding of ourselves, a lack of understanding of other people, a lack of understanding of the situation? So that if we gained an understanding, we could change our conduct. We could act more appropriately, act more in line with a vision and a path of love and joy and compassion and kindness. So one is to acknowledge what we have said, done, and thought, and to face it head on and to analyze it. Once we have done that, the next step is to recognize that we all have the power to change. We all have the power to improve. It doesn't matter what your station in life is. It doesn't matter if you're wealthy or poor. It doesn't matter what your nationality is. It doesn't matter what your religion is. We can all make changes in our thoughts, in our words, in our deeds. It is, in the end, up to us. We can use any type of conduct, thought, word, deed in the past as a positive motivator for change, as the fuel to improve our conduct, so that we don't repeat the mistakes that we have made in the past. There's the story in the Bible that many, if not all of us, are familiar with, where Jesus is in a village, and the village is about to stone a prostitute to death. And Jesus sees what's happening and what's going on, and he says, "Whoever is without sin can cast the first stone." Now, of course, nobody in that village, nobody is sinless. And so a stone was never thrown, and slowly but surely the crowd dissipated, just leaving Jesus and the prostitute in the town square. Jesus kneels down and he starts drawing symbols in the sand. And the prostitute comes over to him. And what does she say? "What should I do now?" And Jesus looked up from drawing the symbols in the sand, and he looked at her and he said, "Just don't do it again." So simple, yet so powerful. Once we have faced the conduct that has made us feel guilty or shameful, once we have taken our power to change our conduct, using it for fuel for a positive change, we just don't do that conduct which has made us feel guilty or shameful in the past. We don't do it again. We improve ourselves. We better ourselves. We more align ourselves with who and what we truly are. The third step, and frankly, we could spend many discourses on this, and we have actually in the past, different ministers here at the Spirit of Lotus, is forgiveness. We must forgive ourselves for the past thought, word, and deed, which we feel guilty about, which we feel shame about, if we are going to move forward. As it's said in the Lord's Prayer, we ask for forgiveness of our trespasses as we forgive those who have trespassed against us. Without forgiveness, we will forever be attached to what we feel guilty about, to what we feel shameful about. We will always be tied to the past instead of the present. We will have put ourselves in a prison, a false narrative, which is what the dark forces want us to do, a false narrative that we are bad people for what we have done in the past. If we cannot forgive ourselves, that prison door will always remain locked. We will always have this ball and chain connecting us, attaching us to our past conduct. So forgiveness is essential. And then the final step, if we want to free ourselves from guilt and shame, is love. Love is the key. It is really the key for anything and everything. No matter what you're thinking about, no matter what the issue is, no matter what the problem is, you can always return back to love for the solution. We must love ourselves to free ourselves from guilt and shame. Wanted to share another thing that the Buddha said about this. He said, you can go out into the world and try to find somebody that is more deserving of your love than you. You can spend weeks, months, and years, a lifetime doing this. But your journey will be fruitless. You will never find that person because nobody is more deserving of your love than you. You are love. You are the source of all sources. By loving yourself, because we are all interconnected, because we are all one, because we are all unified, you are giving love to other people. You are giving love to the animals and the elementals and all of creation. You are returning to your true source. In the end, again, you are the Lamb of God. You are the beginning of and the end. You are the source. You are the creator. And you can free yourself from guilt and shame to express, to realize and recognize all of these things in your lives. So that's what I wanted to share today. And now we can have time for a deep level Rainbow Bridge meditation. Prepare yourself for deep level meditation. We will be using a tool to bring ourselves into the true reality. A tool of the Rainbow Bridge. So we can walk up this ladder from the lower realities into the higher realities, into everlasting life. Still the mind, calm the emotions, relax the physical body from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. Use your full will and imagination and creative power to see, feel, and visualize the colors of the Rainbow Bridge. Breathe in and out of your nose. Keep your gaze focused at the center of your brow. If your mind wanders during the meditation, gently bring it back by observing the breath going in and out of your nose. Now, visualize moving in and out you, moving all about you, a rose red rain, red crystal firelight, red crystal firelight, red crystal firelight. Breathe in and out, and all about you, a beautiful rose red ray. See, feel, and experience it moving through every cell and atom of your body, turning you into red light. This rose red ray is healing, healing, healing your physical, healing you of all disease, healing you of all sickness. Healing every cell and atom of your physical body, freeing you from physical pain and suffering. Your physical body is strong and supple and a perfect vehicle for your soul. Now release this rose red ray and visualize moving in and out you, moving all about you, an orange ray of light, orange crystal firelight, orange crystal firelight, orange crystal firelight. Breathe in and out, and all about you a beautiful, pure orange ray of light. See, feel, and experience it infusing every cell and atom of your body so that you are orange light. This orange ray is healing, healing, healing your emotions, freeing you from depression, anxiety, fear, freeing you from disappointment, freeing you from guilt and shame. This orange ray is filling you with the positive emotions of love and joy, filling you with compassion and kindness, understanding and mercy. You are the master of your emotions, the divine observer of them. And your emotions are as calm as a tranquil ocean. Now release this orange ray and visualize moving in and out you, moving all about you, a sunshine yellow ray, yellow crystal firelight, yellow crystal firelight, yellow crystal firelight. Breathe in and out and all about you, a beautiful sunshine yellow ray. See, feel, and experience it infusing every cell and atom of your body so that you are yellow light. This yellow ray is healing, healing, healing your mind, freeing you from thought of separation, freeing you from self-imposed limitations, filling you with logic, reason, focus, and mental discipline. This yellow ray is building a bridge between your subconscious and conscious minds so that you are superconscious, you are divine intelligence. You are the master of your mind. Now release this sunshine yellow ray and prepare to move from the lower triad of the physical, emotional, and mental into the higher reality into everlasting life. Now, visualize moving in and out you, moving all about you, an emerald green ray, green crystal firelight, green crystal firelight, green crystal firelight. See this emerald green ray moving in and out and all about you, infusing every cell and atom of your body, so that you are green light. This emerald green ray is healing your inner and outer environments, healing you from all inner conflict, allowing you to hear the voice of God within, allowing you to realize your divine purpose, your divine plan. See this green ray strengthening the connection between your inner and outer environments, so that your outer environment is a perfect reflection of your inner dreams and aspirations. See the environment around you, freed of pollution, freed of conflict, filled with love, peace, and joy. Now release this emerald green ray and visualize moving in and out you, moving all about you, a sky blue ray, blue crystal firelight, blue crystal firelight, blue crystal firelight. Breathe in and out and all about you, a beautiful sky blue ray. See it infusing every cell and atom of your body, so that you are blue light. This blue ray is the first ray out of the Godhead. It is the power and might of God. See this power and might working within and without you. See this blue ray gifting you with truth, peace, faith, hope, creativity, and musicality. This blue ray is strengthening your word, strengthening your throat chakra, so that what you say is done. Strengthening your sound as your creative energy. Now release this sky blue ray and visualize moving in and out you, moving all about you, a purple ray of light, purple crystal firelight, purple crystal firelight, purple crystal firelight. Breathe in and out and all about you, this beautiful purple ray of light, infusing every cell and atom of your body, so that you are this purple ray. This purple ray is your divine heritage. It is love of truth and truth in action. This purple ray is clearing your third eye at your brow chakra, letting your eye be single, so that your whole body may be filled with light. This purple ray is your royalty. release this purple ray of light. And visualize moving in and out you, moving all about you, a golden ray of light, golden crystal fire light, golden crystal fire light, golden crystal fire light. Breathe in and out and all about you. A pure, beautiful, pure golden ray of light. The Buddhic love. The wisdom of God. Wisdom of thought in thought, word, and deed. Wisdom to make a million right choices so that you can pass through the eye of the needle into enlightenment. This golden ray is also your divine protection, like the golden shield of Archangel Michael. Encircle yourself in a sphere of golden light, protecting you from dark forces, dark ceremony, ritual, and magic, allowing you to complete your divine purpose and plan. Now release this golden ray of light and visualize moving in and out you, moving all about you, a pure white light, white crystal fire light, white crystal fire light, white crystal fire. Breathe in and out, and all about you. A beautiful, pure white light. See it infusing every cell and atom of your body so that you are white light. This is the Christ, the Lamb of God, the innocence and the purity of God. Now see yourself coursing as a crystalline river of light. This crystalline river flows from eternity and merges with the twin crystalline river flowing from the throne of God, creating the Mobius strip, the infinity with no beginning and no end. This is the holy breath, the Holy Ghost, the animator of all creation. Now bring this energy back to you. Up through the soles of your feet, in through the palms of your hands, down through your crown, coursing throughout your entire body, purifying you and energizing you, and finally coming to rest at the threefold flame of your heart, the seat of your soul. And to help bring yourself back into the body, rub your palms together and cup them gently over your eyes. We may do this now. Please remember that we'll be having a class next Sunday, March 9. We'll send out an announcement about that today or tomorrow. And our next Sunday service will be the first Sunday of April, and I believe that's April 6th. And we look forward to celebrating Sunday service with you again at that time. Hope you have a wonderful upcoming week filled with light and love and joy. Thank you.